Don't stop. Don't stop. Boy. Don't stop. Don't stop. Boy. Don't stop.
Grand rising, grand day, wherever you are on this beautiful earth during this time. Welcome and thank you for tapping in to rise together for another Rising with Ra on this wonderful Friday, November 4th. I'd like to wish everybody a beautiful, beautiful rising or beautiful day. Hope everybody's staying hydrated, focusing on their energy, and getting that balance flowing. Just a reminder to take some time to acknowledge nature, acknowledge the Great Mother, as well as the Father as well. I'd like to give gratitude for this space and this moment. And today on this Rising with Ra, we will be focusing on our Reiki chakra share on the sacral chakra. And I will dive later on into the characteristics, the traits that this energy center, the sacral chakra, encompasses for our being. And for those of you that don't know me yet, I am your sacred space holder, Marcus, aka Crystal Light. And you can find me on Instagram at Sacred Light 33, as well as Facebook at Crystal Light Robbins. And today, for our collective card reading on this Friday, November 4th, we will be having a special guest calling in on the Sacred Light Hotline. And that special guest will be our divine sister, Sarah the Goddess. And she'll be joining us roughly about 10 minutes or so for our collective card reading on this beautiful Friday. And I want to say, like, nature is so magical. I want to take a moment to really give some love and give some praise to Mother Nature and creation and the difference it can make in our energy, our life, and our path while we spend time in nature. This morning I went to my favorite park down the road, and this park, Sharon Woods, it's got waterfalls, it's got secluded areas, it's got a wide variety of different type of nature that you can get yourself connected to over in Sharon Woods. And I went over there and just sat in front of this beautiful waterfall. And as I usually do, I bring my conscious tools and conscious elemental partners that we have on this earth with me, such as my crystals and some sage, Yerba Santa sage, actually, to be specific. This type of sage right here. And Yerba Santa sage. So for those of us that aren't too aware about sage and the different types of sages, there's quite a few out there. There's a wide variety of sages that you can use. But this Yerba Santa specifically, it not only cleanses the space of negative energy, but it also draws in uplifting positive energy and places a protective barrier around the space that you use it in. So I was drawn and guided to use the Yerba Santa this rising. And I brought it out, sat down in front of the waterfall, made sure I was facing the waterfall too. And almost instantly just went into meditation. And I sat there, burned the Yerba Santa, also used selenite as well. If you guys aren't familiar with what selenite is a white transparent crystal that is a master cleanser as well as a activator. So I took that along with the Yerba Santa sage and I just swiped through my space. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and grab the selenite so I can demonstrate to you guys this technique, this shamanic technique for cleansing your auric field that you can utilize in your everyday life. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that real quick. Okay, so what I did was I had the Yerba Santa sage in my left hand, the selenite in the right hand. And of course, you want to have the Yerba Santa burning. And then what I did was I went through all of my chakras, basically from head to toe. and I would swipe through each chakra, just like this. And when you're swiping, swipe outwards, under and out, as if you're really energetically pushing out that energy, because it's all energy. So then swiping through each chakra, just going all the way down to get to the base, and then do final swipes through the whole field to get any other debris. That was a technique I started my meditation with out by the waterfall. And then I had some other crystals, placed them all over my body, and then started putting intentions. And I also did manifestation intentions as well. I journaled my manifestations, did some affirmations repeating the manifestations, stating, I am this, I am receiving this, I have this, I am going to do this within the next year, I am doing it in the next year. Statements like that are very key when it comes to manifestation. And then we also have to be able to detach and let go after we do these affirmations to show within ourselves that we have the trust and the faith in our divinity and capabilities. And this is something that I'll continue to repeat for however long I feel intuitively. And I'll be doing it tomorrow morning as well, and then the next morning, and then the next morning as well. I'll be doing the affirmations to affirm them, but then I will detach and let go of them, continue on with my day afterwards. This is one of the keys of the law of attraction as well as manifestation, is being able to place the intention, affirm it so we can reprogram our mind, reprogram our brain, so the brain could subconsciously know and acknowledge that we are abundant, that we are generating wealth, that we are the supreme being that is experiencing itself. But then after you do the affirmations to help reprogram the brain and the mind, which then also adjusts into the body and projects into your physical reality, we let go afterwards. So I did that, and then just really sat, connected with the ancestors through Mother Earth, connected with Ra, the sun, and just felt the gratitude, felt the fullness, felt all that is creation, the harmony. And I've just been flying ever since this rising, dancing outside, listening to music, doing Tai Chi and yoga out on my balcony, not even caring who sees me, not even worrying about people walking around in the complex and if they see me dancing and doing yoga, because that's how we radiate that love. That's how we radiate the shine of the divinity for our other reflections to see that it's okay to be open, and it's okay to have fun, and it's safe to allow the inner child to play. And that's led me to here on this beautiful Friday of Rising with Ra. So, kings and queens, a little bit later on, we will be ending our session today in this sacred space with sacral chakra Reiki meditation. But for now, it is now time for our special guest to call in through the Sacred Light Hotline for our collective card reading on this Friday, November 11th. November 11th, 11/11. Why did that just come through? November 4th. Speaking of 11/11, I know it's a very big gateway portal, one of the biggest the whole entire year. I will not be holding a Rising with Ra that day, but I will be doing a 11/11 Sovereignty I Am, reclaiming our power in the halls of a mentee meditation. That will be taking place on Instagram Live. And if you need my Instagram, I will have it posted down below in the description. And I will also still be holding my 4 Pillars to Freedom workshop as well, where we'll be focusing on healing relationships in our life, whether it's a old partnership, a relationship from school where we were getting bullied, traumatized, or had a fallout with a friend in school, or a relationship regarding a coworker. It could be any relationship that has brought trauma or unhealed experiences that are still in our layers. And that will be the focus for next Friday. But this Friday, the 4 Pillars, today, this evening, at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, we will be focusing on the father womb. But ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Sacred Light Hotline.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Hello. Grand Rising, Divine Sister.
Blessings to you. I'm so honored and happy to be
here. It's an honor to have you. Thank you for calling in today to be our special guest on the Sacred Light Hotline.
The Sacred Light What is it? The Sacred Light Hotline.
Yep, that's it. How are you this rising?
I want to start out by saying I'm feeling a lot of nervous energy, and that is really unlike me. And so I'm trying, well, let me take that word out. I'm transmuting these, right? And I think I'm going to go ahead. I already did the shaman told us about. I already did it right before this hotline call. And so I already feel that it's helped me. But I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go outside here in a little while, and I'm going to use that technique with the selenite and with the sage, doing small circles of energy first, and then going into that bigger energy, creating my own vortex, right?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get that out the way because I love being fully transparent, because that's what I'm called to do, is to be fully transparent on this ascension journey, on this healing journey, so that we all can really see what perseverance looks like and what self-love looks like, so that we can all know that we're enough. And so I just really am happy to be able to be here. I really feel blessed to be able to, after a lot of things and pain that I've experienced, to be able to step into my call. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I just want to honor you this morning, King Christos, for always holding this beautiful, solid space, okay? I just am healed just by you being, because you are walking this line, this ascension journey towards your highest self, towards this divine masculine that's healed and absolutely beautiful. And I just appreciate this. Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an honor to have you. It's an honor to be able to hold this type of space and be able to co-create these opportunities for us to be able to share our gifts, to share our shine, and be able to serve for the collective and the highest of all. So it's always equal gratitude and equal joy for these opportunities. And yeah, once again, just
can I just say how beautiful that in itself is, to be able to have someone reciprocate this same beautiful, kind, loving energy.
Ashe for that. Yeah, and I want to say I want to give you a lot of honor and a lot of gratitude to your journey, and for you to go through and work through what you have to be able to step into your own spotlight and your own light. And it's 11:33.
Nice. I just heard soak up the sun, soak up the sun.
That's
right?
What I was doing all morning.
And that's what we're doing right now. And that's when people, as people listen to our voices, this is light codes so that you can soak up the sun, right? Mm-hmm. Just by us coming together for this common cause of oneness and love, this allows our DNA, this allows our tissues to soak up this sun energy. And it's absolutely, I'm so thankful for it. Have you ever been dead and couldn't get out of bed? Oh, you will be thankful to soak up the sun. So Ashe, very, very thankful, filling our hearts with gratitude and thankfulness. So I just been working on a song. So I just want to share. I feel like Spirit's telling me to share. If you guys have BandLab, or if you go to my Instagram or even my YouTube, my Instagram is sarah.thegoddess 1111, right? And you can find me on Instagram there. You can find me on YouTube at Mediterranean Goddess 1111. I have music on there that will help with sound healing and transmutation. I have spoken word poems. The one that I was working on this morning, which really, when I say working on it, when spirit flows through you, I've literally been messing with it for 10 minutes. And it's been gold already with the I am, right? So this is, I am crowned with grace and glory. And when you're crowned with grace and glory, it's because you've gone through certain things and you've gained wisdom and you've gained understanding, right? And then now here comes the crown enlightened. And when the crown is enlightened, that is the crown of glory, right? And having grace towards ourselves for the things that we've gone through. It's absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful. Beautiful download that came through to me earlier this morning. Spirit was telling me in order to get, and I'm going to actually probably go more in depth into this on my YouTube channel. I'm going to do a tarot reading download to this. And it's basically about, in order to get your Merkaba to rise, right? Your mind, your body, and your spirit, your mind, body, and soul need to come into alignment so that we can actually experience this freedom, this happiness, this inertia, this enlightenment that I talk about of being crowned.
Yes.
So I just wanted to share that.
Thank you so much. I love that wisdom. That wisdom is very, very precious. That's for sure.
So a new affirmation, if people want to comment it in the comments down below, even if you're watching this after the live, and if you're rewatching it, go ahead and write in the comments, I am crowned with grace, I am crowned with glory, I am crowned with wisdom, and I am crowned with understanding. When all these three things, mind, body, and soul, are aligned, it brings the sun. It allows it to illuminate into our lives so that we can shine the brightest.
I am crowned with grace. I am crowned with glory. I am crowned with wisdom. Ashe.
Ashe.
Ooh. Beautiful.
So Spirit was saying through the suffering, so I'm getting the Hierophant card. The Hierophant card is somebody that is highly ranked in the spiritual world, that has gained wisdom, that has gained knowledge, that has gained this ranking. This is through experience, through suffering. So Spirit's saying, count it all joy. Count it as joy when we go through these sufferings, because it is with a purpose and with a cause. Because through these sufferings, we gain wisdom, we gain glory. And every time that we choose light, every time we choose to anchor in that crystalline grid through love in us, it's literally Christos emanation in us. You know, that shine that I'm talking about. So getting away
light.
from what we think a shine is. You know, some people are so shallow. They think the shine is, you know, is my ass fat enough? Excuse my language. But what is the shine when we really get into it? That it's just a popsicle suit. Yes, we need to take care of our bodies. That's one of the three I'm talking about, being aligned: mind, body, and soul. But really, what shines is source in us, and we always need to remind ourselves that, and allowing ourselves to have time to be able to soak up the sun, to soak up Ra, to soak up Christos.
Yes. That time of stillness, that time of allowing ourselves to be harmonic with nature and all that we're experiencing in the moment.
I keep hearing, even in the sufferings, because people always want to sing happy tunes when shit's going right. But it's really a weapon to sing happy tunes and to continue to soak up light energy and sun energy, and to continue to radiate that out even through the sufferings. Because guess what? Spirit's saying next time when another trial comes your way, you'll be more equipped. You'll have more trust, more faith the next time around. More shine to penetrate through the dark areas.
Yes.
So do you want me to pull like a tarot card for the collective, or do you have... I'm so happy to be in your space. You are just your calmness does something to my spirit, and I appreciate it. Especially, you know, I air my dirty laundry on purpose so that people can understand I relate to them, but especially being brought up around such toxic masculines, never knowing when shit might pop off. You know what I mean? With you, it's very calming and very emotionally okay, so Spirit's talking about polarities, right? Like balancing this masculine and feminine within ourselves, right? So Marcus is able, right? King Christos is able to be able to have that healthy masculine and that healthy feminine, so that he can tap in to his emotional body.
Yep.
And it's safe. It feels safe. Thank you. Thank you, Source.
Yeah, it's an honor. It takes dedication and work, though, to stay in that balance and that harmony. It's not something that just magically happens without participation or action. So that's why I do things like I did this rising, with going out into Mother Nature and starting my day out there, balancing my chakras, connecting and grounding with Mother, and then activating and bringing in the Father to make sure that I am balanced for these spaces and for anybody that needs to be in my field for service.
Just if anything, just as an example of what it looks like to be healthy.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm not saying that we're all, we've made it, because it's a journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're never really gonna make it. We're on this ascension journey, okay? But being an example, it's very a beautiful thing. I wanted to touch on that. You were talking about when you went out in nature, you did Reiki healing, right? We did clearing with the sage and the selenite. We did Reiki healing, putting the stones on us. Then we did intention setting, putting the intention into the stones and into out into the universe by speaking it. Also, you said saying the affirmations, and what I really, really wanted to touch upon, then you said letting go. And that hit me so deep, because I was like, okay, ask, believe, and trust, right? We ask, we believe it, because when we're saying those affirmations, we're telling our mind, we're telling our spirit, we're telling the universe, we're telling everything, every molecule, what it is, right? We're believing, and we're telling it. And then the letting go part, the reason why that was so beautiful to me is because that's letting go of control. So it's what is the difference between believing and trusting, right? It's like believing is saying those affirmations, really getting it in, and then the trusting is the letting it go.
Yeah.
So some people think that believing is trusting, like, oh, I believe. That's not trusting. That's just believing. Okay. The next part is now you have to trust. You have to let it go and let the universe do what it does.
Yep.
We do our part. What happens is we try to get in devil energy and we want to control, but then we don't want to control what we're supposed to do. It's like the universe telling us, mind your business. Mind your business. Just mind your business.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, it's like a stepping process, because we're in this human experience. So the human part of us is not exactly what you'd say perfect. It's not already the eternal soul. So we have to train the brain and use our mind power to train the brain and train the body that, okay, first we have to develop a belief. And then once we have that belief solidified, now we need to let go of it to establish the trust. And that's that two-step process, I feel like, when it comes to the law of attraction or manifestation, is developing the belief for the ego or for the mind to understand. Right. And then once you affirm it, letting it go for the trust to come through. And some people may think it's a one-time thing, but sometimes you got to do it every morning until your brain truly gets rewired and gets subconsciously repatterned to truly believing without even having to make it a belief anymore, so that it's a natural flow and trust. And it's a process sometimes, but you'll feel it when you don't need to do the belief anymore. But it's patience.
Really a beautiful process, huh?
I was just saying it requires patience.
It's a beautiful process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very divine.
It's like me building a relationship with you. It's me building a relationship with you. Every time you tell me I'm going to call you at this time, I believe you. And then when you do it and it happens, the next time I'm for real going to trust you. Like, I trust your character, right? So we need to understand that the character of Source is good. That's the character. The Source is faithful.
Yep.
Right? So that it's just, it hits home so much to me, because it's like every time I go through this beautiful process of believing and then by trusting, letting go, every time it gets a little bit easier and a little bit easier, because my relationship with Source gets stronger and stronger.
Ashe.
So yeah, the belief gets engraved more. The belief gets engraved more, and we believe it. But man, that relationship is like unbreakable at that point. At that point, can nobody take my fucking crown?
Yes.
Sorry about the language, Marcus.
Oh, no worries. I'm not worried about that here. It's all good.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You know, I'm still a work in progress.
Hey, we all are. As I said, the human part of us is not exactly going to be perfect. It's ever changing and ever molding, but it's all about intention. And, you know, using cuss words can be amplifying if it has a positive intention behind it. So no worries on that end.
Thank you for accepting me and loving me, King Christos.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And thank you. But all right, Sarah. So yeah, if you want to, whatever you feel guided to, whatever type of cards and whatever cards you feel, go ahead and let it flow. And then I'll probably be stepping into the sacral Reiki here in like maybe 10 minutes or so.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to say, everybody, drink some water. Drink some water, some tea, or hydrate.
Stay hydrated.
Awesome. So, I actually, I will pick one card or a few cards from tarot, but what I feel led to do is to actually share a song, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's more of a spoken word. I love poetry. I think it's a great way to express, and it is just a beautiful channel.
Yes, I agree, especially as a music artist myself, a poet and a writer. I definitely love poetry.
Yeah, you've had some really, really outstanding poets on your channel.
Yeah. Wow, Poet RS from England. He was mind-blowing. He was amazing.
He's so good. It's like, and then it's so funny because we co-create with Source. So it's like through his experiences, through his trusting and letting go and all his work, you know, we get to absorb the light codes off of his work. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as I do my inner work, as you do your inner work, as everybody does their integration work, and we shine our talent and what we're supposed to be doing, right? Our purpose shining through. It's like candy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like candy. Like the candy is the byproduct of all your work, and it's like it's so beautiful. So I just appreciate all your different connections and networking and different people that you have on here, because they all offer something different. And you know, you guys, if I can help you in any way, like I said, I do personal readings with tarot and oracle. I get downloads from spirit, so I can help you there. I have many different styles of readings that I offer, and then I also, like I said, I'm a writer and a musician as well. But aren't we all everything? Aren't we all versatile? And as we come together as one body, oh my gosh, it's a beautiful symphony. Beautiful symphony.
That's right. And her information will be down below in the description for all of you out there. It will be down below in the description.
Okay, let me just find this real quick. I'm sorry, guys.
No worries, no worries.
So I used to write all the time when I was a child and as a teenager, and when I got older, and I really experienced my Saturn return, my dark night of the soul, I completely stopped writing. My inner child died, and I've been at this point where I've been tapping back in so much poetry, and so it's the most that has ever come through ever. And it's really funny to me because when I was in a domestic violence relationship and I had to move, I had to throw away all my stuff. And so I threw away all my poetry. That's how much I gave up. I threw away my poetry. I threw away everything. And this spark of source that has been reignited in me to tap into my inner child, into writing and stuff like that. I just encourage you guys to do the same things because it's like a healing well. You know, you tap into that and it heals you, and you tap into it and it heals you, and it gives you even more purpose. So I just encourage you guys to figure out like what made you happy when you were younger and tap into that.
Shay.
And why I was saying all that is because I've been writing so much poetry and songs that I almost forgot what I called this one. I know which one I want to play for you guys, but I almost forgot what it was called because there's so many now. Like within a short period of time, I created so much, and I was just like, oh gosh. So if you could just give me 1 second while I find it.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. And while she's finding that, I just want to give a shout out real quick. For those of you that are into Orgonite and like working with crystals, EMF protection, I just received a couple of Orgonite pieces from a couple of really good brothers of mine. Their Instagram handles, BlackGoo528, as well as Beowulf369. Handcrafted with their passion and love, these beautiful Orgonite pieces filled with crystals, copper, shungite, and some other things as well. I'll put their information down below as well if you are interested in Orgonite. Very affordable, very powerful, homegrown, based from the heart pieces. Very amazing. They have done wonders for me already in just a day. I love me some Orgonite.
Yeah, I do too. How beautiful.
Yeah.
Especially when we know where it's like what intention is set behind it too, right? Because you can go on Amazon or whatever and buy something, guys, but if you actually hit up the people, you said Beowulf and who else?
BlackGoo528.
BlackGoo. So hit them up and you know what intention is put behind it. You know what it's being crafted with, right? Because Spirit's telling me right now, you can have 2 plates of spaghetti made by 2 different people and it still has different alchemical elements in it. One might be made with love, one might be made with hate and disgust.
Exactly.
Right? So,
and that's why I feel like the more that we're becoming conscious, we kind of tend to find ourselves navigating to cooking at home and eating at home more so than going out to restaurants and eating there, because we are wanting to really have more of that sense of where the food is coming from energetically, and that we are receiving it from a source of love and a source of pureness that is putting their hands and heartfelt energy into the food. And for myself, you know, I tend to notice that when I do go out to restaurants nowadays, I tend to start having these like almost kind of rigidy experiences, or I don't feel as fulfilled from the food that I get. And, like you were saying, sometimes people are putting energy into it of dreading that they're working there, or that they're expelling what they are going through into that food because they're irritated at the job. And we're taking in that energy.
So deep.
I know, right? I haven't really reflected upon that too much and shared that, but I'm just really glad you brought that up.
I got a few years. I got that 2 years ago because, it's convenient, right? Especially as a single mom, it's convenient to go out and just go to a restaurant or just buy, fast food or whatever. And it's it's not even the calories. That's really the thing. It's what intention is really, really being put. People do not want to even be at work, or whatever they're going through and absorbing all that. So definitely, being thankful and putting intention into your own food, even if you do go out to eat, putting intention and gratitude into that for the nutrients that it's going to give you.
Yes.
So I found the song.
All right, let's get it popping.
It's more of a spoken word, and it's called Surfing in the Stars.
Okay.
And here, so how I create my music, I just want to explain because I want you guys to be able to do the same thing with whatever you're doing. Using less intellect and more of the spirit. So when I did this, I wrote down 2 lines, and then everything else I just created on while I was doing it. I didn't think about it. I just trusted, right? And so whatever you are called to do, sometimes our mind wants to get in the way, and we need to be able to lower that sword and really allow spirit to move. And so this is called Surfing in the Stars. You can find it on my BandLab or on Instagram or my YouTube.
I'll make sure to put that down below in the description as well, your BandLab.
Thank you. Can you hear it?
Yep.
Divine coming through always. Just gotta keep the faith. They've never failed me yet. And that's what I won't forget. He'll never leave my side. Through the underworld we ride. You're gonna see a bright new day. I will not forget. He's faithful through the pain. His faithfulness. His faithfulness. His faithfulness. I will not forget. His faithfulness. He's faithful through the pain. Trust. Faithful through the pain. Believe. He's always been faithful. Faithful. Faithful through the pain. Faithful through the pain. So Spirit's really hitting home with trusting and believing. It's what we trust and what we believe and what we speak is what we will manifest. Ashe. Thank you.
Ashe. Wow, thank you. That is Sarah the Goddess, everybody that is curious about who it is that created that. And I gotta say, faithful through the pain. That is, a lot of times we tend, when we get either triggered or surfaced into our pain body, in our pain body, it can be very easy to box ourselves in energetically and close off. And sometimes when that pain comes up, we can lose track of our conscious awareness that pain is a temporary thing and that we are always divinely supported before the pain, during the pain, and after the pain. And are we going to allow Spirit to support us as we go through the clearing, as we go through the pain? Is the number one question. Love is always present, but will we choose it?
Love is always present. It is the essence of who we are.
Wow. Thank you, Sarah, for being vulnerable and sharing that track with us.
Thank you. I'm so full right now. I'm so blessed.
Ashe.
Thank you so much for having me here. I think that we should close with that. I don't even think I need to pull out any other tarot cards. That's so good what you just said. Before, during, and after, that love is forever present. It's if we would choose to tap into it. Because low vibrational entities will try to block it, to keep it, and Spirit wants to fill you to overflowing. Will we tap into that love and allow it to overflow?
Ashe.
Ashe.
Ooh. Little dragon's blood sage for everybody out there that is open to receiving. A little prosperity, abundance, good fortune. May we be blessed by the dragon, the grandmother Sophia dragon, with her wisdom, abundance, and fortune. And thank you, Sarah, for being in this avatar, in this embodiment of a divine feminine on this planet. It's an honor to be able to share space.
Yes, thank you for seeing and recognizing who I am. Thank you for seeing and recognizing all the divine beings, divine masculines and divine feminines that you come in contact with. It takes a lot of work to come out of the toxic patterns. So to be able to be seen is beautiful. Thank you. I just want to say this before I go. I was getting a channeled song, and it just goes, in the secret, in the quiet place, in the stillness, you are there. And so Spirit is saying, if you want to know where to go during the process of pain, before the process of, and after, you want to know where to go, where to tap into, it's in that secret, quiet place within you. That's where Source is.
Yes. And that's why I really that's why I really promote, getting out in nature, getting out into places that give you that stillness, that space of just allowing yourself to be and let go of, as I say, in my spaces, on my lives, expectations and obligations that have been placed upon yourself, either by your own self or by others, as they no longer serve in this space. Find those spaces, know those spaces, and cherish them and use them daily.
We are to no longer look outside of ourselves. People look outside of themselves trying to get to know God. How are you going to look outside of yourself to get to know God? Know thyself is to know God. Source, I want to know you more. Go into the still and the quiet place within yourself. Know thyself.
Ashe. Food for the soul today on this Rising with Ra.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sarah, it is an honor. As I said earlier, the gratitude is always equal.
And it only gets better from here.
That's right. Especially as we continue to transition through this eclipse season, navigate into the Taurus full moon, lunar eclipse on the 8th, and then we got the 11/11 gateway. Probably the biggest gateway portal of this whole year coming up.
Can we touch on this before I go? I keep trying to leave, but can we just touch on this really quick? So
yeah, absolutely.
Can I have not looked up or done any research on this 11/11 portal, but Spirit gave me downloads, and I just want to say this, a few things. So I'm going to be going live with Cosmic Jazz on the day before the 11/11 portal, that night. The night before the 11/11 portal, to be able to tap in to the T. We're getting into the T on love. So if you're interested in love readings, if you're interested in twin flame, soulmate, divine counterparts, kingdom spouses, please, it's going to be hosted on my page. Come on there, and we are going to spill some tea when it comes to love. So Spirit was just telling me that there's never going to be another time in history like this, because 11/11, this is the gateway portal. This is what Spirit told me. Now, I didn't do any research, and I'm going to ask you what it is to you. But Spirit told me that this is the gateway portal to divine union. And it's because you have the 11/11 and you have the 2022. So you have the 11/11, and it's 11/11 here where I'm at right now.
Oh, wow.
And you said 11/11 before I even came on here. So I know that I'm in my divine purpose, right? Because I am called
12/12 here.
I'm called to teach for twin flames, right? Because twin flames are always we're seeking, and we go through ascension, and then we realize, oh, it's about unification within ourselves. Yep. Okay. However, we have this divine union portal. This divine union portal. It's 11/11, which is for twin flame ascension, but it's also 2022, which to me, 222 is divine union and balance. So this is really a time to come into union within ourselves, and it's going to be one of the main times for twin flames to be getting together. And Spirit is also telling me it's going to have like a resonance. So meaning the 11 around the divine union portal, a little bit before the portal and a little bit after, there's going to be a huge divine union going on. So you guys are going to see a lot of couples coming together, and the couples are going to be able to see who's really out for their highest good, because they're going to be able to decipher different energies between, that person does want my highest good, that person is evil eyeing me. You know what I mean? So being able to tell that as well.
Or
so
also to add to that, we'll also be able to see clearly too if what's coming into our space is a karmic relationship or it's actually a whole relationship.
Yes. The completion of these karmic cycles in love, and really stepping into the portal to this divine union. Really, really, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see more come together, because as this happens, it's literally just going to ignite the ley lines.
Yeah.
So yes, is it great to have love within yourself and great to share love with someone else in a balanced, healthy way? Yes, that's absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, because like I said, we ourselves are an example. Then our relationship can be a model and an example. But then on top of that, the work that we do for Gaia, okay, the work that actually happens is going to ignite not only our souls individually, not only our souls as a divine couple, but our souls' divine oneness, all with one another. I'm sorry, I'm just seeing in my mind's eye, I see the world, and I see Gaia, but then I see all these like couples coming together at different points on the globe. Mm-hmm. And as that happens, it's like a beautiful spark and a beautiful kiss. So it's like one here, one there, one all over the globe. And when that happens, when that spark happens, it literally is like a fireworks show, because it's igniting love. Boom, love all over the globe. So I encourage you guys to really ignite love within yourself. Go towards, self-love, but also really coming into unification with yourself so that you can have that manifest in an outwardly form, like a high level soulmate or divine counterpart, and then being able to radiate all of that love into the world for healing and ascension.
That is so beautifully said. And so something else that was brought to my awareness regarding this too is that we went into Mars retrograde earlier this year during the springtime, but it was in Venus. So we were healing the divine feminine from that time period all the way up to just recently, not too long ago. And then Mars retrograde came back around again last week, but this time in Gemini. And this focus is to heal the divine masculine energy. And now this has came into a perfect balance to prepare us for this 1111 gateway, with both the masculine and feminine, the wounds of those surfacing, the mother wound, the father wounds, to be recognized, acknowledged, and brought to balance and harmony.
Wow. All I could say to that is wow.
Yeah, right. Then on top of that, we have the Taurus full moon lunar eclipse. If anybody knows about Taurus energy, that's very grounded to earth, very firm, stable, very forward moving, knowing. And that's what we're in. That's what we're peeking into.
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, are you? Okay.
I'm a Taurus sun.
Yeah, so you definitely know as well. And my partner, Kristen, she's a Taurus as well.
What sign are you? Your sun?
I'm a Gemini. I'm the air. I flow like the air.
Nice. visionary description of like what's happening like on a macro level and then like what's happening on a micro level. Like you're so wise, and like the way spirit like speaks through you like that, like thank you for just teaching me that. Like that was so beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for being open to receiving. It's my purpose and gift to teach the knowledge, to be able to explain multidimensionally and be a pillar for the above and below on however you need it translated so you can understand it. And that's a gift of being a Gemini Sun, Leo Moon, master number 33. Taken many lifetimes to get here.
Can I ask you a question that might seem like really kind of, I don't want to sound, okay, let me just say it. So, is there a difference between life path number and a master number? Because I know like people's life path number can be a master number 11 or a master number 22, master number 33. Like I'm a life path 3, you know? Do I also have a master number, or is it just your master number is if your life path number?
Yeah, so it's not that it's not that master numbers are like a different thing from a life path number. So when it comes to life path numbers, it's dealing with numerology. And in numerology, there's only 1 through 9. And then after that, when it comes to life path numbers, there's master numbers. And those master numbers are 11, 22, and 33. So these are all life path numbers. And when you're a master number, it just means that you are an ascendant soul when it comes to the earth realm, or when it comes to earth lifetimes. And that is your signature vibration that you carry as a soul when you come into this earth experience or the human experience. So that's like a way for us to recognize each other in the human sense of, oh, okay, this is the type of path that they're on for their soul because of the type of karmic things, the type of lifetimes they've had. And that's just where they are vibrationally and what they resonate with the most authentically. So for me as a life path 33, that's basically, it's an ascended master when it comes to the earth lifetimes. So I've done these earth lifetimes many, 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 many times. And I've had very profound lifetimes as well. For example, and it's been confirmed through multiple mediums, as well as, of course, my own intuition, I've had the lifetime as King Tut before. And I've also had... I
feel that totally.
Yeah,
totally.
And I've also had a lifetime as a Navajo shaman.
Yep.
And that's just 2 of my lifetimes that I've had. But yeah, that's what the life path is.
The only reason why I asked that is because like I've heard people say like I'm a life path 3 because like I am a life path 3, but I've heard people be like, I'm a life path 3, but I'm a master number, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I thought your life path tells you if you are a master number. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it doesn't work like that.
Life path 33.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. There's other numbers too. Like there's a soul urge number, and there's a couple other numbers, but those are all different things. But yeah, your life path is either 1 through 9, or you're a master number 11, 22, or 33, and that's it.
Yep,
when it comes to life path.
Thank you for clearing that up for me, because that's what I researched, that's what I felt. But then I was like, but you know what? People are who they say they are, right? Aren't we who we say we are? So I mean, honestly, if I want to be a life path I'm just going to be a life path. I mean, I know that sounds funny, but really we're here to break the cosmos, right? We're here to break that anyways. So thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, absolutely. And also I want to say for everybody out there that no life path number is better than another, even if you're a master number. It's all about the specific role that you're playing in this lifetime, divinely, organically, as the law of one. So that's why, like, it's kind of nice and important to know who you are when it comes to your frequency, your life path, your birth chart, because we divinely created ourselves in this human form to be specific for a reason. So we can be in the perfected order of the law of one, so we can carry out exactly what we need to for the divine service.
Sorry, what you're saying is hitting so hard. It's just hitting so good, because if everybody could please go to my YouTube, and my last reading I did yesterday, it was that was the download. Because if we're all made with a specific purpose, right? We have that specific blueprint that you're saying.
Yep.
So it's like, if nobody's better than the other, that's like saying that my right hand isn't as valuable as my left hand. But if you lose one of them, you'll understand the value of it,
Mm-hmm.
Working all together in that divine oneness, knowing that, like, we all play a major role. Even if your role is minor, you still play a major role. That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, exactly. And you're welcome. Thank you for helping open up the ways for these communications.
I'm going to pick one oracle card and I'm getting out of here.
Absolutely.
I got the spirit oracle deck. So what came up is the wolf spirit.
Ooh.
Turning knowledge into wisdom.
Yes.
So the wolf spirit, when we turn, so the whole download that I got earlier that I was talking to you guys about was having wisdom, understanding, right? Actually taking what we know, that's what Marcus is doing here. Taking the things that we know, that we've gone through experiences, that we've researched, that spirit has given to us as downloads, and actually making it tangible to others. And that's where that wisdom comes in, because then you can say, okay, this or that. You can really, really solidify the knowledge through wisdom. And it's number 67. So 67 can mean something to you guys, or 6 plus 7 is 13. So that's that Scorpio energy, right? That rebirth energy. So being able to really transmute, taking everything that you've learned and putting it into action. So Spirit's saying, so the next time you get that similar type of problem or issue come up, that you'll already know what to do, because you've already took heed of the lessons. And the other card is the owl spirit. You see clearly now. So again, Spirit is really bringing home about, right, the trusting and believing, but also taking all of our sufferings, everything that we've learned, actually coming off the karmic cycle by learning these experiences, and then seeing it for what it is, and then turning it into something practical, so that you can go. I just heard, like, going down the path, so that you're not as easily distracted, so you're not easily taken off of your throne. Holding value to the wisdom and the knowledge that you've received. Thanking Source for the suffering, even the experiences. Okay? I thank you, Source, for my karmic twin flame. I thank you for my karmic, so that I really learn my worth. oh, now I really know my worth. Now I have the knowledge of what I'm worth. Now let me put this wisdom into action. Let me help others understand their worth. And let me stand in my divinity and know and see clearly of who I am. Turning it into wisdom so that we don't have to make the same choices. And it's not, I was going to say same mistakes, but then Spirit said it's not a mistake, right? It's just a different path. So if you want to go down the same path, learning the same thing, understand that it's a circle track that you're going on. Okay? But if you want to go down that path that's leading towards your highest self, it's important to be able to take accountability as well, and using these decisions that you make with wisdom and knowledge. You didn't go through all the things for nothing. You went through them so that you can transform. Number 13, Scorpio energy. This is the season. Tis the season. Tis the season. And this owl spirit card, I'm just getting your ancestors coming through. I'm getting Athena energy, which is wisdom. That owl sits on Athena. And if we know, Athena is the goddess of wisdom. She's the Greek goddess, which I am Mediterranean goddess. She is the Greek goddess of wisdom. So on her shoulder, she holds the owl. So this is your spirit, the Holy Spirit, your spirit team, and your ancestors on your shoulder, whispering in your ear, telling you, hey, you see clear now. We can do this. And this owl has a crown on her head as well. So understanding that you are royalty, seeing your worth and your value. Ashe.
Ashe. And just one last message I got from that is that knowledge is truth. And then wisdom is applying the knowledge and putting it into life, putting it into action. Without putting it into action and putting it into life through you as the living temple of spirit, the knowledge is dead until you create it into wisdom. We can have all the knowledge in the world, but if we are not acting upon the knowledge, which is true enlightenment, it means absolutely nothing. So that's that balance of turning the father in that harmonic dance with the mother. You got to have both, the mother and the father. You got to have that unionized relationship as long as we're in this human experience. Ooh. This has been a really good Rising with Ra, I'll tell you what. Wow.
Yeah, I was going to say I encourage everybody to hydrate and to really allow integration for the things that we just spoke about.
Yeah. Ooh-wee. Well, Sarah, thank you again. And I'm going to go ahead and let you go so you can continue on with your divine day. And I want to say thank you for coming on, being vulnerable, sharing the knowledge along with your wisdom. And yeah, just have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day. And also wishing the best energies for your children as well.
Thank you. I received that with so much gratitude. And blessings to you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Sarah the Goddess, everybody. I will have her information down below in the description. She does do tarot readings, oracle readings, as well as other type of readings. So that is something that you can contact her for. And as I said, I'll have her information down below in the description. I'm gonna go ahead and get us into a nice sacral chakra Reiki energy share. And I'll go ahead and let us vibe a little bit to a song so we can properly transition spaces. Make sure you guys are staying hydrated. And if you feel called after this live, take some space to integrate, really digest these codes, the knowledge and wisdom that has been shared in this space. Remember your spiritual hygiene, cutting cords from this space, cleansing your energy field, recalibrating and resetting. Just a necessary thing as human beings in this world. So, sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is located right around the bladder area on our physical body. And this energy center or chakra carries the characteristics or energies of the vibration color orange and carries the energies of our inner child, our sensual connection with life and creation, our sexual life force energy is stored in the chakra as well. And this is also the chakra regarding relationships in our life. Not just romantic partnership relationships, but relationships of all sorts, whether it's our family, co-workers, friends, and most importantly, ourselves. Some good crystals that you can utilize for the sacral chakra: smoky quartz, fluorite, jasper, calcite. Orange calcite is specific for the sacral. You can utilize black stones such as tourmaline, obsidian, onyx, as well as pyrite, sunstone. These are all wonderful stones that you can use for your sacral chakra. And today I'll be using this smoky quartz sapphire during this Reiki share. So as I've demonstrated in my other Rising with Ra's, this self-healing Reiki share requires just for us to utilize our own hands and placing our hands on the chakra, whether with the crystal in our hand or without a crystal. So what we'll do is we'll place our left hand and then our right hand on top over the sacral chakra, which is located at the bladder, just as you would if you were placing it on your heart. And I'm going to hold this crystal in my left hand, which is our activation hand, and place it on my sacral. And then what we will do is close our eyes, go within ourselves, start focusing on the breath. And as we focus on the breath, I'd like for us to visualize a stream of orange healing light, breathing with the breath in through the nose, expanding our stomach, then consciously drawing that orange breath down to the sacral at the bladder, feeling and allowing it to activate and cleanse, and then drawing it back up and breathing out of the mouth. So go ahead and get comfortable, either sitting or lying down. If you're sitting, you want to try to have your spine and back as straight as possible to allow the energy to flow through the spine. And if you're lying down, keeping our legs straight and not crossed to make sure that we are not blocking our stream of energy in and out of the soles of our feet, as there are minor chakras on the bottom of our feet. So we may go ahead and begin with our hands over our sacral, accepting and allowing the Reiki energy to begin the flow, stating and affirming that I am open to receiving divine healing. And begin breathing in through the nose, this orange healing light. Drawing it down to the sacral. And releasing out of the mouth. Continue this breath pattern as I guide us through some light language and affirmations to recalibrate and restore the sacral. Breathing in orange light down to the sacral and exhaling it out. Kia yaku aina sia ku ayashi yamaraku ayaki ki amurayaki ayaku ayanayaku ku mayasi aki uaya Kuviariuku Kumanarkia Kiyamaku Kuayana Kiyamunukuaya. Continuing to breathe, you may repeat these affirmations out loud or within your own mind if you wish. I affirm that my inner child is safe to play, to be in joy, and to have fun with my life. I affirm I am cleansing, releasing, and replenishing all cords from relationships in my life. I affirm that I am allowing myself to not be afraid to feel my sensual nature of sensing the divinity of being alive and being a part of life. I affirm that I am releasing negative and toxic ways of utilizing my sexual life force energy. And I affirm that I will use and hold sacred my vital sexual life force energy in righteous, divine, sacred ways. Continuing to breathe healing orange energy to the sacral chakra as it is recalibrating and activating to balance. And when you are ready, consciously through your breath and through your mind, navigating your conscious awareness back to your physical vessel and your physical reality. Ashe. Kings and queens, thank you for tapping in to another divine and sacred Rising with Ra this Friday, November 11th. It's going to be a special day. Very special day. I will see you later tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern for the 4 Pillars to Freedom workshop, if you will be there, for the father wound healing. If you have questions about the Journey to the Jungle retreats that I will be co-hosting and working a workshop at, feel free to DM me on Instagram at Sacred Light 33 or on Facebook at Crystal Light Robbins. And I will give you any information you need to be able to be a part of those retreats. They take place in Costa Rica. Information will also be below in the description. If you're interested in a holistic healing service with myself, you can book through the link down below, sacredlight.schedulista.com. I offer Reiki light language card readings, as well as intuitive life coaching, and also chakra balance coaching as well. Another good thanks, gratitude to our divine sister, the Mediterranean Goddess 1111. Go ahead and follow her on YouTube. I'll have her information down below in the description as well. And you can reach out to her for card readings. I wish everybody a beautiful weekend. Powerful week next week. I'll be back Monday for Rising with Ra at 11:11 a.m. Eastern. And then the next day, Tuesday, on Instagram Live. Actually, to be correct, the next day on Tuesday, 11/8, I will be here live on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern, doing sacred card readings during the full moon. And then 11/11, I'll be holding a Sovereignty I Am in the Halls of a Mentee meditation on Instagram Live. Thank you all. Have a blessed and beautiful day. It's another Rising with Ra. Namaste and Ashe.